Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
You look tired today. Can you explain to us what is happening to your company?
Yes, I'm exhausted. Basically, I got an email from the CFO this morning. Our company is bankrupt. We cannot repay our debt. Our project backlog is completely empty, and we have no more cash flows from the concession business.
Can you explain to us how you got there? Because VINCI was very successful 10 years ago, at a different exposure on different markets. So what did go wrong? When do you think that happened? Are there many one or two main root causes which explains the situation in which you are in today?
I think there are two main reasons. Starting 10 years ago, and little by little, we started to lose very big construction projects to new sorts of companies that invested massively into the robots, which means that they were able to bid, to be much more competitive and to deliver better services much more efficiently and with much better safety conditions. That's for the construction side. And on the concession side, in 2032, when our concession project started to end, the state decided to contract directly with Google for the collection of the tolls and the maintenance of the network.
On the construction side, you mentioned robotization, but do you mean that the big shift was is it a cost issue or is it a resource issue? Is the business done today very much different to what it was done 10 years ago?
Yes, it's very much different. They did not only invest massively into the technology itself, but they also employed a very different set of employee profiles, focused on artificial intelligence and cybernetics. So it's a very different mindset that they took, which I think led them to be better in the current context.
And on the concession side?
On the concession side, well, Google had a lot of data, which allowed them to be much more precise in their revenue projections, meaning also at the end of the day to be more competitive for the state. And so on the revenue side, but also on the cost side, all the data they had allowed them to do much better planification of the works, of the operations, and also offer value-added services to the customers, which we did not have an idea about, to be honest.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth.
You're welcome.